Kennedy and Tom, for losing your brother. It was really an unfortunate event. For Article 37 of the Constitution clearly stipulates that we have a right to assembly. And that is what we have been seeing majorly from last year, 2024 June, where people have been coming out and expressing their constitutional right. I am so glad that the lady from Kirinyaga, sorry, I didn't get your name, said that she's expressing her right. She's going to the street because it's her right to go to the street and express her views. And that's what is needed. But we have seen now in doing so, there has been also a violation, and not from the people, because you cannot say someone like Kennedy, a 12-year-old boy who was going to the shop to buy a book, was a rioter or somebody who caused violence to the police. And also in such situations, the police should also measure whether they should use violence or not. Wangeshi has said here, there's something called de-escalation, something like that. You cannot, even there's no, you cannot in any way, it's not even dignified to shoot at a child. That anywhere is wrong. And so those kind of situations you see, and we have been seeing all those kind of situations, and now we are seeing where police are working with actually guns, and they are the ones who are actually violent, but they are actually hurting the peaceful protesters. So in all this, we are seeing there's no accountability, and we are asking who should take responsibility over this. We are seeing the IPOA, who are supposed to be investigating these cases. I do not know if they reached to Mama Kennedy or Tom's brother. I don't know if they reached out to the families. And the challenge we are having, especially with these institutions that are called to keep people accountable, they are not moving suo moto. What do I mean?
Sorry to cut you short. Can we actually ask them? Can we ask them if...
Yes,
did IPOA reach you, madam? And Mr. Modime, did IPOA reach you? Yes or no?
Yes, wakati walituita, sister yangu alienda, lakini walisema wanataka evidence. Sina evidence ni Kennedy. Na risasi yenye walitoa.
Okay.
Niko na postmortem, hiyo ndio nimeona.
Okay. Mr. Modime?
Mimi waliniita, lakini kusema tu kweli IPOA mimi hakuna kitu walinisaidia. Hao watu wanashinda kuzungusha. Ukienda kwa ofisi wanakuzungusha tu, masimu tu, mtu anatoka na simu anarudi anaenda. Like hakuna mahali walinisaidia.
Right. Thank you. Please.
In those cases, you see, when you hear an institution that is called to investigate these things, police brutality, and they are not doing their work. Mama Kennedy has clearly stated that she went and did her statement, and she was told they have no evidence. It is their work to actually investigate. Institutions like IMLU are now the ones taking up responsibility and saying we need to know the cause of these people's death. That should not be the case. A postmortem is enough evidence to prosecute someone. There's something called command responsibility. They need to know who was the officer commanding the people who are, because the police cannot come out in when there's a protest and they start shooting. They need to have a command, because they have already looked at the parameters. Is this, has the demonstration moved from peaceful to violent? And from then, they maybe issue a command. So in those cases, you find there is command responsibility. The officer commanding, most of the time, maybe it's the OCS or the OCPD that gave the command. So we need to be looking at that. And that is the place, I think we have a challenge with IPOA. They are not actually following up with this investigation. Yes, it is said that there's insufficient of funds. But even in the questioning of the police officers and actually looking at the book records of who was there at that time has not been happening. And we have not been seeing actually the institutions that are called to accountability actually working for the people.
Thank you. Maybe just to put tails on that, because we have the Victims Protection Act 2024.